All right. I was gonna have an intro, but I'm done now. No. Hi everybody. This is the Modern Geek, also known as Matt Mario, and we are back with our weekly RPG sessions. Um, we are taking a step into another land, another world. This is True Crimes in Toontown. This is one of our two campaigns that we're running for a few weeks. Then we jump over to the other, and then we end with a wonderful kind of free. I'll call it a free-flowing talk format show where we talk about geeky stuff extraordinaire. As we are seeing, and I can say with firsthand experience, you know, it's cool to watch that show too because the landscape of all of our geeky lives are definitely changing. People are starting to ship stuff and things, so that's why we do a show like that, because there's always something to talk about. And I'd say about once every 4 weeks there's enough for us to talk about, because of course things are on a slow progression. So anyway, as always, I'm here with my two comrades, and I'll be your storyteller tonight. Zach and Sean are here.
Yay!
All right. And if you guys have questions or comments, I know you got a few of you watching right now. Don't hesitate to give us a shout out. We're here. I can moderate, so even though we're talking, even though I'm doing an adventure, we'll get those questions answered. And we like the participation, especially when we're doing our zany stuff. So again, we'll do a little, as we normally do, we'll do a little bit of a recap. You can see the map, which looks a tad bit confusing, because there's a lot of X's all over the place, and a lot of roads, and a lot of things. And if you are looking to get the rest of the adventure, it may be that I think the previous episode is still on Twitch, but I will start moving those videos to YouTube as well. So if you are checking this out and like what you hear or like what you heard in the intro, please think about following us on Twitch. You can be live with us when we do it. But also check out Modern Geek Gaming on YouTube. You can check the archived videos. And there will be some newer, specific videos there as things progress. And I have some great announcements towards the end about that. Cool. So, who wants to do a little review, or would you like me to take it? Because I think, I'll be candid, we haven't played this adventure in like a month and a half. Yeah, about a month and a half. So I don't know. I would not blame the players in this campaign if they don't remember what happened. So do you guys want to take a crack at it, or would you like me to start? Then you could fill in some things.
I remember some stuff.
Cool. Go, Zach. Give us a little recap of your character and what's going on. Actually, we should do that first, because it's been a while. Why don't we first do just an introduction to your character?
Okay.
That's actually.
I am Luigi Fettuccine,
Oh my god.
a apparently horrifically mentally and emotionally broken living piece of fettuccine who is a chef, whose goal in the world is to feed things. Hopefully not himself. He doesn't like to be fed upon, because that really hurts. He has semi-adopted a living ball of ink who may be demonic and or cannibalistic. I can understand it. It can understand me. No one else can understand it.
Forgot you adopted a blob thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Inky? It is. Yeah,
Yes,
its name is Inky.
Yes, Inky is its name. That is correct. And it lives in a book. So you're holding a book. If I remember correctly. He came out of, he is like kind of almost like a living thing of ink inside of a parchment or a book. No, but I think he came out of it. No, correction. He's now just a living piece of ink. That is somehow like a familiar pet to you. Companion.
Kind
to
of.
you now.
I kind of talked to it and rolled well enough that it didn't immediately eat me, and then I promised to get to eat other people.
Right.
And you know what? I have been helping it eat.
Should preface that you are a cartoon character, and and
I am a living piece of fettuccine. I thought that would be implied.
I'm just letting people know. So the reason it's called Toontown is that the players in this scenario are cartoon characters, and it is if you are familiar with Who Framed Roger Rabbit, it is that same kind of concept that there is a Toon world or Toon place that coexists with humans. So I just wanted to put that in there before we do the rest of our player intros. Yes. So
yeah, and well, again, I am an emotionally, physically, and a mentally broken piece of fettuccine.
yeah, to give you the highlights of his mentally challenged, broken life, he lost his house, his business. He gets drunk on olive oil, by the way. So that's his vice of choice. Yeah, he basically has really nothing left to his name. You are working at a bar, kind of. And
it's really sad.
And because that's where he could get work after he lost his food bank that he ran, again with his mission to feed the world. And then
my house got stolen.
Yes, it did. Your house got stolen, and then you essentially became an amateur superhero, which you're in the midst of right now, or part of a superhero team. Sean, you want to take us through your character really quick?
Yeah, sure. I am playing. What was my name? Professor Bubbles, which is a
Correct.
super intelligent. Well, not super intelligent, but a smart fish.
You are above it. You are super intelligent. Yes.
I don't remember what the stats are, but
Yeah.
pretty much a scientist, inventor, fish, live in a fishbowl that is also is sat in this like robotic chair automaton thing.
Correct.
So I have like robot arms and legs.
Yeah. So if you for viewers or folks at home, if you think of Krang from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, how it was just a brain sitting on a chair. That idea, just it's a fishbowl with a fish in it that wears a sweater vest, and I think you have a monocle. If I remember.
I think so, yeah.
With the way I drew it, yes.
So yeah, Fishbowls is just kind of like an arrogant, smart guy who just thinks he's the best in the world.
Correct.
And I am, in my eyes anyway, legally purchased the building that used to be Fettuccine's food bank.
Correct.
And yeah, while just completely looking out for myself, ended up getting caught up in this whole superhero business, and because it just, works really well with my ego, I just been kind of going along with it.
Correct. That is true. And then our third character, who was a player, and unfortunately he had to take some time off and hasn't been with us. The third character in our story is a Soviet communist Care Bear, who believes in sharing and believes that everything in the world should be shared. Essentially, fascism.
People don't share enough.
Correct. And he
is a cop.
Yes, he's a cop in the Toontown police force. Has a partner who is a human partner who is part of a human Toon exchange program, O'Malley, who currently is with our characters. O'Malley is just your regular, typical, actually I should say stereotypical cop from the human world who's trying to make sense of all this and be in a better place. But continues to have nervous breakdowns, drinks a lot, doesn't necessarily cope with everything he's seeing because he's in a Toon world where physics and life and logic don't actually make sense. At the current moment, not to go too far down the rabbit hole, all of these characters met. They foiled a crime attempt of Professor Feline, who is your stereotypical 1920s mad scientist cat, because we're in Toontown, who has been making trouble in the human world and in the Toon world, and make a long story very short, has now kidnapped think his name was Bugsy. Was that Bear's character's name? I think it's Bugs.
Bugs or Bugsy?
Yeah. So Bugs is been kidnapped. Again, that is a communist Care Bear with boxing gloves who works for the police force. He's been kidnapped by Professor Feline and our intrepid heroes O'Malley, Professor Bubbles, and Linguini, Fettuccine Linguini, excuse me, is trying to save his life. He's being tortured by Professor Feline, and they deduced that he is being held at the YMCA facility in the human world. Went there to investigate. Found a portal to what might be another dimension with monsters, a castle, and a bunch of other things. So what you are looking at currently is our friends and gallant heroes got a little sidetracked. As Zach pointed out, he has adopted an ink monster by promising it that it can kill other people, but just not him.
Yeah.
And Sean's character, Professor Bubbles, just thinks it's crazy because he can't understand anything that he says.
Doesn't it just say kill, kill, kill over and over again?
Yeah.
Yes. So it is sort of like Groot, except very negative and terrible.
Except it does have thoughts and feelings, and is my precious, precious boy.
Boy.
Sure. And then after that sidetrack happened, they are now essentially storming a castle, which is what you see at the end here. So that's actually where we left off, where they were going to actually go into said castle.
Oh, because it was also where the mother, I believe, of Enki is.
That's what he's saying to you, yes. that mother is in the castle. So for our viewers at home, this is the castle. If I remember correctly, I did illustrate that this round is a moat. So there's a moat. There's a typical type of castle. There's a moat, big giant turrets, a drawbridge, and our heroes were, when we left off, outside of said castle.
We're all kind of hurt also, I think, except for Bubbles.
Correct.
Oh, yeah. Malone is really messed up.
Oh, yeah. And if I remember correctly, O'Malley got invaded by ink monsters.
Yes. Inky,
jumped into him. So you don't actually...
Yeah.
So currently, your familiar or pet is now speaking to you through O'Malley.
Yep.
Because he has possessed O'Malley. So so to describe that scene, O'Malley was knocked out because he was attacked by other ink monsters that were trying to defend the castle. And then literally to save O'Malley's life, Inky thought of an insanely great idea to literally jump into his throat, possessing him. So at this current moment, O'Malley is making rudimentary movements, seems to have some mechanical skills, but doesn't seem to work completely well. He has black veins on his face and has just basically white eyes. His eyes are rolled back into his head.
So he's dead.
No, he's still alive. We established that he was alive.
Did we?
Yeah.
Sure.
He's not doing well.
Sure.
He might need extreme medical attention.
So yeah, that is where our scene begins. You're picking up from basically avoiding the attack of the other ink monsters because Inky intervened, keeping them at bay. But now you are looking at a moat, a drawbridge that is up, not down, and a castle that looks very spooky, very ominous. There is lightning. Again, very much think of any monster movie, black and white monster movie. That's what you're looking at.
Huh. Oh, I have regained my Italian-esque accent.
Oh yeah, you lost it for some reason during the adventure. I remember that.
Well, yeah, because we went to the human world.
Right. So now you're starting. That's right. You realize you're starting to regain your Italian accent, which leads you to believe that you're in you're in a world that has some Toon aspect to it.
Yes. Uh,
So who would like to act first, or what would you guys like to do? To describe the drawbridge a little bit more, just give you something to go on, or just see the scene. Again, typical drawbridge. Um, iron chain. You can deduce that it's like a pulley mechanism, like a drawbridge would work. It looks like dark, murky water. You don't really know what the water looks like what's in it.
And is currently up.
Yeah, it's curly up. And then actually, what I would love for both of you to do is, what is your... You guys have your character sheets handy?
yep.
So if you look at your... Not under muscle. Under your speed. Under speed, your skills.
Your zip.
I meant zip. That's right, because in this game it's zip. Read me the skills that are in there. I'm trying to figure out which one is...
Dodge, drive, fire gun, jump, ride, run, swim.
Okay, and then wit, read those to me. I just want to I want to remember those skills really quick.
Smarts is hide, spot, hidden, identify dangerous thing.
Both of you roll your identify dangerous thing.
How do we roll in this game again?
2d6, try to get equal or under.
Yeah. Yep. Because it's not a contest.
I failed.
I am under.
Okay. So you just go. So for you, Zach, your character's just like, it looks like water. Maybe the water I would boil things in. Not myself, but looks like water.
Need some salt.
Right. That's just kind of oblivious. Sean, on the other hand, your character definitely sees things moving in the water. They look like black, serpent-like things.
So probably more ink monsters.
Probably. Probably an ink-based creature of some kind, since you pretty much only think that ink-based creatures live here. Since that's all you've really been coming across, but... And I also want to thank the viewers. We've been actually having people pop in and out. We've actually had like 3 or 4 people watching us. So,
hey.
Oh,
Here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
You've given us a bunch of plot points as time has gone on.
Yeah.
I know they're also our XP.
Correct.
How do we spend them?
Oh, sorry.
We've never gone over this.
No, we did the very first time, but we haven't gone over it in a while. So give me 1 sec. I should have grabbed the book, guys. I'm very sorry. I'm going to grab the book really quick.
We have a book now, people.
Yeah, it's a much easier way for me to do this because the long and short of it, if I remember correctly from the way that the stats work, it's you spend 5 for some. No, wait, hold on. Because everything's the base of your skill. You pay up. No, I'm remembering this now. I want to say it's 2 times what your skill is, but give me a second. Okay, and it's you're talking specifically about skills, or are you talking specifically about trying to get like a shtick?
Skills, and I guess I have existing powers I might want to upgrade. Because rolling 5 or lower on 2d6 is really hard.
Yes, I agree. Of course it's described on page 26, you bastards. Alright.
Steve Jackson, no!
Yeah, this book is horribly, horribly laid out. I've said that multiple times since we've done this.
It's almost like it's like a riffs book.
That's adventure. Alright, for every 2 plot points you spend, you can raise 1 skill by 1 skill level. If you want to improve your shtick, you'll have to spend 4 plot points to go up 1 level. Alright, so there we go. That's pretty easy.
Shticks are powers, right?
Yeah, shticks are the powers. Well, remember, and remember which shticks that, so there's the ones that are obviously standard to the book. Mm-hmm. But if there is I'm totally in favor of this as a storyteller with this game. If you want to, if you have a good way of explaining how you role played that, to create a power, like gaining a power that you didn't have, the way that so this is what I was starting to allude to before. If it's a power, the way I run it in my games is I always say that the first one costs 5. So that, like, to gain a power in general, it's just 5. And then after that, you're just paying the 4 per level. So it's like a little extra effort to learn it. It's like 1 extra point to learn it.
All right. Well, I had 19 plot points. I now have 1.
Holy shit. Okay. And then, if I remember correctly, your cap on levels... I want to just make sure I remember that. Because there is a cap, I thought. But it might just be a creation. Yeah, you guys aren't... we're not... Maybe you will get to be superstars, but not now.
All I did was raise my 2 shticks to 7, which is the average on 2 dice. Well, 2d6s. And also I raised my swim by 1, because I am a piece of pasta. Being able to swim out of water that is dangerous seems appropriate. Not having anything to do with the evil shadow creatures that may try to kill me.
Now, also... Yeah, we're not going to do that yet. We're good for right now. Alright. Yeah, so that's fine. Awesome. Yeah, because you can buy up. That's the idea.
Yep.
Because you guys should be able to buy up. But remember that the plot points, and I just always like to do a reminder when we're talking about plot points, they're also the, like, auto success things. So you're using them for that kind of currency for the auto success plus the, plus the power ups. Cool beans. All right. So, Sean, we really just established the scene. So if you want to do the same thing and juice yourself up and get yourself in a better spot,
okay,
please do.
And it was 2 plot points for every 1 level in skills. Is that what it was?
Yeah. So for a skill, it's 2 per. Yeah. So you do 2 to go up 1 level in that skill, and then for shticks, it's 4.
Okay.
And then, while I have this quick intermission, I'm going to talk about how I've been recently rewatching and reading Harry Potter.
Ooh.
And I also I'm rewatching Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, the second movie, and I realized how much I really hated that movie.
Yay! No one likes that movie.
What happened?
No one likes, Crimes of
Grindelwald or the first?
Crimes of Grindelwald.
The first one was decent. The second one was not.
Yeah, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. The Crimes of Grindelwald. They just needed to make the movie about Newt. Like,
yeah,
they needed to stop making all this other crap happen. And
like that could be going on in the background, and that could be fine.
But it's like it's so beating you over the head. Like it's like the first movie was unique. It was original. It had it gave us a whole nother world build out for other stuff. But then the second movie's like, hey guys, did you remember that we made the Harry Potter movies? Hold on. Did you know that Harry Potter existed? I don't think you remember that Harry Potter existed. And by the way, Miss McGonagall is got to be 200.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think like actually canonically she's supposed to be like 5 at that time.
500.
No, 5 years old. Like if and like actually canonically speaking, during the time that takes place, like she's a child. Like yeah, it makes no
in
sense.
every memory, she's already like 60. Like
Exactly. Yeah, it makes no sense.
I'm like, what the fuck? And then, and I'm just sitting there going like, what? Oh, by the way, this spoiler alert. If you haven't watched the movie, actually, you may want to pause this because you might want to actually try to do it because here's why. You probably never saw it because nobody did, which is why J.K. Rowling is not making anymore.
Well,
no,
not her.
No, it's not her. Well, she had to consult in the damn movie. I don't know. Maybe she didn't.
She made a bunch of money off of that shit.
No, she like it's officially sanctioned fan fiction. Is basically.
But anyway, so it's like, but like yeah, like I'm like all right, cool. Like it would have been cool for Dumbledore to be involved, but everybody didn't have to go back to Hogwarts. We didn't have to confront him at Hogwarts. We didn't have to see how everybody went to Hogwarts. We didn't have to get more memories in Hogwarts. We didn't have to do. I'm like, I got it. I get it. Harry Potter was made. Here's what J.K. Rowling needs to do. Just write books about what happened after Harry defeated Voldemort.
No, because she's...
Why?
Not a... Because she's an asshole.
Anymore. But just write them. And you can,
or like, have someone who's better at writing?
Well, that's fine. Oh, well, if you don't like her writing, that's fine. But
It's both?
I could write them right now. Because here's an easy story. It's really easy.
Right, but that's like a cursed child shit. So like.
Yeah, but that's not real. That's stupid. The point.
I think it's technically canonical.
It is now canonical.
Whatever. I give a shit. So.
Because she couldn't say no to money.
Here's what she should have done. She should have wrote a story. It's easy. Voldemort gets destroyed. There's got to be other people that are like, yo, I really like the way the Voldemort did things. Could have been a copycat where that's the fake. The fake is that the person makes you think that Voldemort has returned, when in actuality, it's a whole new bad guy, and Harry's an Auror now, and he's just kicking people in the ass. That's
so
it.
Basically, he becomes Harry Dresden.
That's fine. I don't give a shit. That'd be great. But that would be so cool. And then you know what you do? You make it a little bit, and again, you make it adult, a little bit more adult.
Yeah, Harry Dresden. You just do the Dresden Files.
You can have a kid angle, but the people who are reading it are going to be older now, so that's fine. And it would be so cool. Because think about the potential for that character. Like, you can't tell me that at the end of Harry Potter, when he marries Ginny, and everything else, like, his life isn't, like, he's got to have some problems.
Oh, yeah.
So much psychological damage.
I was going to say, Harry's got to have a drinking problem, maybe does some wizarding drugs, I don't know, but...
I would say he totally does. He doesn't even do wizard coke. He just does regular coke, but wizards don't know what it is.
See, even cooler angle. He can do muggle drugs because he knows what they are. And then he can start getting other wizards addicted to them. Anyway, point is, it's a gold mine of an idea.
Yo, he starts selling muggle drugs to wizards and they have no idea how to test for that
Imagine
shit.
he starts lacing potions with muggle drugs.
Yo!
That would be some crazy crap. I basically just made a Harry Potter Breaking Bad fan fiction. I just did it. Harry makes magical crystal meth.
No, he just makes non-magical crystal meth. They can't detect non-magic. That's
right. He just sells real drug. And the Ministry can't find him because he's selling muggle stuff. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. And then like Ron's dad could be like his first like client because he loves muggle things. And he's like,
yo,
what's
Ron's
this, Harry?
Dad?
Crystal meth. Oh, all right.
You know what? Ron's dad is the first. Ron's dad is Hank because he's the only one who cares about the muggles.
That's really funny.
So he's the only one who understands what the drugs are.
It's really bad that I can go this like quickly into a dark place. It's really, really bad.
Well, I spent my points. If you want to continue.
That's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna keep writing my dark Harry fan fiction, where
Is
Harry
it even fan fiction at this point?
where Harry's an alcoholic and starts like
Selling drugs on the side of being an Auror.
selling
Like-
drugs while being an Auror to deal with his problems with like the new world order of wizards.
Like, he finds Dolores's, like, Umbridge's body after the centaurs are done with her.
No, she's still alive.
Oh
No, it's years later, dude.
no, she's probably not okay.
No. And, like,
No,
he
I
has
know,
to deal with the fallout of, like, this woman that he absolutely hates.
But no, like taking the
but becomes a multi-year victim.
Well, taking the drugs out for a minute, it would be an interesting story. I think it would be an interesting set of books, and there's a lot of story left there, which I think would have been so much better than Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, where you make one movie and then you make a second movie where you just go like, "Yo, Harry Potter, Harry Potter. You remember Harry Potter? What about Newt? No, you don't think about him. Think about some more Harry Potter. Are you gonna make a new book? No. Just keep thinking about Harry Potter, though. All right, great. So
Also,
stupid.
the whole Miyagi thing actually just being
Well, that's
like an Asian woman who just
Nagini?
Nagini.
Nagini?
whatever the hell the made up
Whatever the
name
hell
is.
you said. Niagara.
I thought you
Snake person.
Niagara Falls, the snake. Remember that in the book, guys? No, it's Nagini.
Remember how there's a snake dude, a snake chick? Well, it turns out she's an actual chick.
Well, right, and here's my problem when introducing that, and this is the last rant, then we have to play. But my problem with introducing her is that, again, spoiler alert, if you haven't read Harry Potter, I'm about to spoil a really big thing about Harry Potter. But so she's a Horcrux.
Yep.
But how the fuck?
Yep.
How the fuck does that work?
I mean,
Yeah,
Harry was a
She-
Horcrux. I mean,
She's already there. Because here's my question. This is why. I'm really going to ruin Harry Potter. So I'm going to give everybody a minute to like, you should skip 10 to 15 minutes. I'm really going to ruin it because I'm going to say the really big thing. Because the whole idea is that, or maybe I can't. So the only Horcrux that's living that I remember about was an accident.
Yeah.
Which implies, because all the other Horcrux were deliberately made at the time of a murder.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, never made sense, because why would the diary be a Horcrux? But
Because he's a little emo boy who became a white supremacist, essentially.
right, but you're getting where I'm coming from, right? Like, it's in the act of the murder, then he can do that. So I always implied that because the accident was one of the things, then he has to be, like, it has to happen pretty quick. Like, it has to happen within the situation, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
mhm.
It's not like you murder and then go do a ritual later.
Right.
Yeah, man. He's just going to casually do a murder now.
But my point is, so that I pray to God in the third movie, we don't just have this weird scene where, hey, look, it's Voldemort. Oh shit, somebody's dying. The snake lady's next to him. Oh, like how? Like, I don't understand how that's gonna all fucking work. And the Obscura can't be Voldemort.
Well, no, we
Isn't
know
like
Voldemort's Tom
Voldemort?
Riddle.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
know
Tom
his
Riddle
backstory.
wasn't even born yet, right?
Right.
This is way before then.
But then why is Miss McGonagall not dead? There we
Because
go.
she's an
You know,
old ass woman.
It all goes back to that.
I mean, it's already common for.
Well, no, it's not. No,
no.
don't
I was going to
start.
say for wizards in the wizarding world to live past 100, it's not.
Right, but it's
Unheard of.
implied. But it's implied that Nicholas Flamel is the only one that really did that. And if Nicholas, no,
Right. No, he's the one who had like the most closest towards immortality. I mean, it was really stupid they brought him into that movie too.
Oh,
Spoiler alert. That was
100%.
stupid.
It was
No one gives a shit. This movie's a couple years old.
If
no,
anyone
it
cares.
was so stupid, and making
Yeah.
him like frail to the point where like, oh shit, we hit him. Oh look, his leg fell off. How did he
Especially
make?
since
How
he's
did he
supposed to be
make?
alive in another 70 years at the point of
Well, right.
Philosopher's Stone.
Right, and if you watch that movie, this is what I envision: his head's inside a jar. Like,
Just Futurama.
Oh, he's just straight Futurama now.
like because it like somebody shook his hand in that movie, and he's like, ah. Like, if you can't do basic things like touch another human being, how do you make it all the way over there? How do you like? I didn't know. And your man's in like ground zero of like a wizarding fight from hell, like, and he's hanging
that
out,
part was incredible.
and he's hanging out with Dumbledore. So you know his life isn't like Dumbledore's not a wizard that has got a reputation of being like, hey, let's just walk over here and have a calm day in the sun. Every 5 fucking minutes, this guy's in a situation where he's gonna be like killed or shot.
Also, you know what? One of the things that does piss me off about all this is like the ipso facto retcons that come out every once in a while.
Correct.
The whole turns out Dumbledore is gay just because J.K. Rowling decided years later,
Wow,
maybe this will be an interesting character facet.
That's just because she's a shitty writer.
Well,
Yeah.
it's that, and it's also that she wants. It's all about selling that Pottermore shit now
Yeah.
Yep.
because she's
Which she has fucked up so much just by her anti-trans. She's a fucking turf.
cool.
Anyway, let's go talk about Demon Ink people.
Yay!
Oh my god.
Now that we just destroyed J.K. Rowling's for no reason.
You know, just fuck J.K. Rowling. Let's just say that and move on.
Oh boy. Everyone, this is the moment where Zach completely alienates another sponsor. Yeah. No, she's not sponsored.
We have sponsors?
I would love us to have more, but we keep just yelling about everyone. All right. So anyway,
You started it.
It's true. I did. I was to fill in time, and it went horribly wrong. So
Anyway, have we lost all our viewers?
no, we got one person watching. It's okay. But anyway, they come for the rants. They come for the rants, and they come for the fun.
They come for the game, stay for the rants, leave in disgust.
Anyway, so so ridiculous. Anyway, so you guys have spent your points. All right, we've done some housekeeping. Normally, I don't let people do that in the middle of a session, but this has been like a long arc of a lot of stuff. It took them a while to get here, and we spent a lot of time. So, you are powered up. You are different. So I'll story tell a little through that. Being in this place, you've noticed that you've, I guess, become sharper. You've become more powerful. You've become more adjusted to your powers. You feel this might be a natural response of your bodies, and just the situation being heightened and being in a very highly death-related situation, that you become stronger. So, going back to what we said, as our seed is, we have Ink Monster with residence in O'Malley, the once normal human cop that only simply went for a hit exchange program in Toontown, and now is being possessed by an Ink Monster, which befriended Zach, Fettuccine Linguini.
Luigi Fettuccine.
Or whatever, what the fuck. Luigi, I always say it wrong.
I even wrote it down in the...
No, I know, I'm kidding. Luigi Fettuccine. He, that he befriended. And then we have Professor Bubbles. You are now looking at a very ominous, spooky, scary, old-time monster type of castle with a moat that you've now confirmed has living ink monsters potentially in it. Again, Professor Bubbles knows this. Luigi does not know this. And you are looking at a closed drawbridge. You know that your friend is being tortured inside. What do you guys do? And again, they are playing cartoon characters for folks that might have just joined us.
I mean, I will definitely share the information that there are ink monsters in the moat, and that Mr. Pasta over there shouldn't go in there. He looks like he's about to jump in.
Oh, thank you. I am, as a person trying to get a hold of my accent again, is running away.
Oh my god. Alright. So,
Anyway, Mr. Inky, can you call the drawbridge down?
No.
Okay. Mr. Bubbles, how is your throw? How is your throwing capability with the robot arms?
Well, I might have the distance. I haven't exactly calibrated the accuracy. And in game speak, it's only at a 4. So.
Okay.
Ah.
So.
Well,
yeah.
Maybe. Well, if maybe I can stretch my way to the top.
Do you have enough pasta for that?
If you hold on and make sure I don't fall in the inky water, sure.
I'm sorry. I was trying to come back from do you have enough pasta for that? Oh, that was great. I need to write that down. Alright.
Well, I would like to try and stretch to the top of the drawbridge.
Alright, so you're going to use your shape changing.
Oh no, I'm using stretching.
Oh, stretching, that's right. And then what is your stretching skill at the current moment?
It is now 7.
It's 7. Alright, so you're rolling 2d6. You're trying to roll under or equal to 7.
Yes.
Alright, he makes it. So in a crazy cartoony-like feat, Luigi shoots himself up and now is, I'm assuming you're wrapping yourself around the drawbridge itself?
Yes.
So he's now wrapped around the drawbridge like a living piece of pasta string.
Yes, it's like when you have the fork and you go spin, spin, spin.
Yeah.
Have you had experience of being on a fork?
Yes.
Yes.
Those were terrifying times in my teenage years.
And the ink monster just goes, "Good, master, good." And again, Bubbles only hears, "Kill, kill, kill, kill."
Yes.
I'm greatly disturbed by this. At least the killing possessed whatever.
All right, I'm sorry. That's O'Malley. So yes, O'Malley, and again, when O'Malley's doing it, it's not very coordinated clapping, so it's like a. Like it's just like it's like every other clap because the Inkmonster's trying to figure out how to control this new body.
Is there can I see the mechanism?
Yeah, you can stay out from your vantage point you're at. Like I said, it's a typical drawbridge like mechanism, so you see the chain wrapped around, a pulley system. You see the chain going to a lever or chain going to a larger spool of chain, and then it seems to be going down to the left of the door. Like each side has that mechanism going down.
Mr. Bubbles, let go.
I guess I'll let go.
Okay. Yeah, so in a very cartoon fashion, it's like almost like a shade when you pull a shade down and let it go flying up like really fast. It's that.
Yes. Then I will slink on down to the left side to do the pulley.
Just roll one thing. Nothing happened. Meaning you just start slinking down. Do you attempt? Do you attempt to try to go under? So like again, typical castle. It's got it's that gate, that castle gate So the castle gates down, of course. You've now made it to the little bit of pavement before the gate. Obviously, being a piece of pasta, you can. No, it's a gate, but you can obviously very much go through it. It's not gonna stop you. You're not very big or solid.
I will. I'll go and try to bring down the drawbridge.
All right, so you're gonna try to go to the left where you think the chain is going to, or where you saw the lever.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna roll one more thing. All right. So nothing seems to happen. You might hear what seems like a little bit of like a, but not anything happens.
Not suspicious
I would like
at
to
all.
do detect dangerous things.
Go ahead.
I do.
Okay. You're pretty sure that slurp noise is kind of like what Inky sounded like when he was moving around and doing things.
Where's the bad inky noise is coming from?
So that sounded like, so when you get to the lever, it is pretty dark. It's just torch lights that you see there. But if you're looking at the lever to your right, you see a corridor. You're thinking that's probably, there's probably a staircase leading up one of the towers. You're thinking it came from that direction, but pretty further up.
What? I need help, and I'm gonna pull down the lever.
So actually, let's roll your strength.
I'm gonna spend the plot point, my last plot point on that one.
Okay.
I have a muscle of 3.
Okay. So I'm gonna say with the plot point, I'll say the way that gets storytelled out is that you tried to do the first lever, and you noticed nothing happened, and then in a very cartoon fashion, you noticed there was a second lever on the other side. So the plot point helps you to basically pull both of them at the same time with enough strength, using 2 parts of your body.
Yes.
So drawbridge.
I wrap my head and I wrap my spaghetti end?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very complicated and disgusting.
So he actually is pulling his own body, stretching to the limits, but using all of his cartoon Toon might. Hits it. At this point, you haven't given any warning to Professor Bubbles. I'm going to give you a reaction, though. You literally see the drawbridge coming at, like, full speed.
I mean, is it gonna like smash me?
There's potential because you guys were kind of standing on the edge. So what would you like to do?
I would like to run away far enough and also grab O'Malley's body thing.
Okay. So just for that's gonna be it's gonna be speed. Remind me the skills and speed again? Zip as it's in this game.
Just dodge, drive, fire gun, jump, run, ride, run.
What do you have higher, dodge or jump?
Between those two, dodge is higher.
Dodge. So do dodge. I'll say it's a dodge roll. Because this isn't meant to be that hard. You have a little bit of warning.
And a pass.
Nice. Oh, that's actually a critical success.
Oh, nice.
Very well. Cool.
Way to waste it on this one.
So you do it with flying colors, and you just hear, before you grab again in very Toon fashion, you see O'Malley just pointing at it, going, "Kill, kill," and then you just grab him, fling him, and dodge out of the way. It slams with a big crash. Drawbridge is fine; it doesn't break or anything, but it does hit with a lot of force. And you do hear that. Luigi does hear that noise again, and it does sound like it's getting closer.
Yes, I would like to run along the drawbridge.
So you're gonna run down the drawbridge?
Well, actually, no, I should stay, maybe, because I don't want the drawbridge to come up. Yes, I would like to,
Very.
It it is choices, yes.
That was a very good. That was a good save, my friend. That's why I asked that question. Because you currently are suspended between two levers on the drawbridge.
Yes. I would like to go up into the. I assume there are some sort of how you say chains of some sort.
Yes, there are.
Yes.
Chains. Yes.
I would like to go into the chains above and see what happens.
Okay. Are you using a gizmo or anything?
I would like to climb my way up by, by jumping up.
Right. So you're gonna jump into the gears.
Yes. I am Cartoon Man. Hear me, Pasta.
Right, but are you using a skill or a power? Right
Yes,
now.
I would like to literally jump. That is one of the skills.
All right, so I just want to frame this correct. Are you trying to believe that if you jump into the gears, you will stop it from coming? That you'll stop the
No,
jump?
I mean this is a temporary hiding spot to see what's going on from down below.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not that I'm going to Hercules this shit. No.
Okay. Okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay. So roll your jump.
Yes, I do.
All right. As you jump into the gears, you don't hurt yourself, but you do notice the drawbridge is starting to come back up.
Oh no. When I look down, what's going on?
The drawbridge is coming back up. It's. You, it's
I jump back down.
okay.
Guess the levers had to be held down to keep the bridge down. That's what it sounds like.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. I thought that was made clearer, and I said, "Are you going to let go of the levers?"
Well, I am not the smartest piece of pasta.
Oh my god. Okay.
So I go back down and I hold things.
So
and
yeah. So
I hope I don't die.
so Professor Bubbles, you notice you jumped away. You notice the bridge starts to come back up. You see Luigi jump up and then jump back down, and you do physically see him stretching himself and holding these levers down. I'm gonna give you a moment to react.
Perplexed that this pasta man can stretch so much, but I figured. I mean, I'm probably smart enough to put two and two together that, like, he's got to hold those levers to get across.
Correct. I'm gonna say that you're smart enough, being that you are a professor and invent things. Yes.
So I'm just gonna start going across, like not necessarily running, but not taking my time either, like some in between.
Okay.
While like trying to coax whatever's possessing O'Malley to follow me, because I don't really know what this thing is.
Yeah, he just goes, kill, and starts walking.
Yeah, I'll just kind of like the robot will be walking, I guess, in my bowl, like facing O'Malley to make sure he also doesn't try to kill me or something. I don't really trust this thing either.
Gotcha. So you're having your robot body walk forward, but you're looking that way. Okay. Yes, I got it.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you walk across the bridge. You get to Luigi, and seems to be holding his own, but it does seem uncomfortable. But he seems to be mustering the strength, and beads of olive oil are popping off of his head, like he is sweating.
Look! There's another little bad Inky coming, by the way.
Of course there is.
He's coming, that way. I try pointing, but I can't.
Do I have any idea which direction he's talking about?
No.
Okay.
Because the problem is the only thing you can point with is his googly eyes, and those always go the wrong way.
They're in two different directions at this point.
Yeah. So you do not have a good sense of what he's doing. Or trying to tell you.
Well, I suppose that is to be expected. If you're gonna walk into a lion's den, there's bound to be some guards.
Yeah. So, what do you decide to do? So you know the levers have to be held down. Do you want to roll? Would you like to anyone make a smart check to see if you can figure out a different way to do that, or maybe implore? Remember, you have your gadgets, which have.
I would like to disarm this trap.
Oh, okay. You can totally do that too. That is another skill. All right, go for it.
I pass.
Okay. So
I am very surprised.
I am too. That's good. How would you like to disarm the trap? I'll let you story tell it.
I. Okay, well, all I'll do is I'm going to break off the handles and then stick them in the lever parts. So
Okay.
that way they can't go up because the handles are there.
Okay. So using your pasta-like stretching and body shaping abilities, you were able to rip off the handles and shove them and jam them into the chains. You know, you after doing all this effort, you sit there proud, triumphant, and you literally look next to both levers and it says hold button.
Yes, of course.
So,
Oh, yes. Bad noises come out that way, and then I point with my pasta tail.
yep. So, yeah, that is the left tower, or at least the stairway, because again, it's very badly lit. You know, you just have those. So, like a typical scary old castle, there are just torches lining what looks like a dark hallway. You see a little bit down it, but it is hard to see within it. And then about at this moment, you hear. You hear your comrade scream coming from the same direction.
This sounds like the bear.
Yeah.
Bugs.
Yeah,
Okay.
bugs, yep. And actually,
Yeah.
well, why am I not? Yeah, so what are you guys doing? I'm sorry. I'm gonna just get things set up for a minute.
Yes. Is that what Mama is?
And then Inky says to you, he goes, "Yeah, Mama watch Castle. Mama watches Castle, and us."
Yes. Yes, you are good, Inky, and I pat his head.
So you pat O'Malley's head.
Yes.
All right, so you have to actually stretch to do that because remember O'Malley's pretty tall in comparison. Well, not
No, it gets very weird.
Yeah, in comparison to you, he is because you're about half of O'Malley's height.
Yeah.
Professor Bubbles is actually his height because the robotness. But yeah, so for you, it's like you got to stretch your arm and pat him on the head, and Inky goes, "Oh," and again, Sean, so you know what you're hearing. You hear, "Kill, kill, 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 kill."
Yes. Mr. O'Malley's going to be very mentally deranged when you're out of him.
Oh man.
Oh, well, that's a tomorrow problem.
Oh,
if you
actually,
get out of here alive.
I forgot to do this roll last time. Hold on. In between the ink speaking, you do actually hear a man yelling for help.
Oh,
But that
Mr. O'Malley.
but only Luigi. That's only Luigi that hears that.
oh, Mr. O'Malley.
That's not. Sean does not hear that. That is only.
Yes, we will get you help later. For now,
You're a You're a horrible person.
For now, we must survive. And well, you cannot walk. Inky can walk for you, though.
You're such a horrible person.
I'm just staring at them in like disgust or concern or something. I don't know how to handle this.
Yeah, it's
Just confusion.
it's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty bad. All right, let's just try. Okay. Just to give you guys, I'm just giving you guys a little bit more of the lay of the land. Did I just get everybody over there? Oh, I didn't get you over there yet.
Mm-hmm.
So this is your new location. So, drawbridge, the circles you see. Why is it not letting me? Oh, because I have to be on the pointer. That's why. I always forget that. So this guy, that's a torch. That's a torch. Actually, there are torches here as well, and here. This is an opening. Opening. Where you heard the noises and the scream were in this direction. And again, you think that this passage, you think it bears this way? Like it bears to the left, but you're not sure.
Yes. Professor Bubbles, do you have a light device of some sort?
I mean,
you have a multitude because you have the multi arms. You have the gizmo.
the coat of arms, and I do have gizmo. I mean, would I need to use the gizmo just to like have a flashlight or something?
No, because coat of arms says that you pull out what you need. Correct? If I remember correctly.
Is that what coat of arms is, or is that just
I like how you're asking us
I'm pretty
what the definition of the rule is when you're the only one with the rule book.
No, I remember us going over it. It's because that's the whole idea is that the arm pulls out what you have. Marvelous high-tech arms. Technically, you could produce a basket of fruit or a chimpanzee. The emphasis here is on mechanical doodads and gimmicks. So make sure it's food syrup dispenser right. You should choose the gadget in your quota before the adventure begins. You can have as many as you want since they all fall under the one unusual. Yeah, so what's supposed to happen is that's now I remember how this works. You're supposed to pre-set up the arms. But I don't care because I gave you gizmos and I gave you that. So if you can have one. You could have one, basically coat of arms. Think of it like your gizmos. You can have one time where you pull like what you need out of the coat of arms. That's how I like to play coat of arms. If you want to specifically set up things you're going to pull out of it, then that would be pre-planning that you'd have to do for an adventure. Okay. But you could have like one free because technically you could pull the gizmo out of your coat of arms. So usually the way that I work it is that you have a gizmo, and one of your charges would be pulling out exactly what you need. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Because they work together. You can combine them, the gizmo and the coat of arms. Or you could say, I want to pre-plan what I'm going to bring. And then you don't use the gizmo. You're just using the only things you could bring.
Mm-hmm. So it's pretty dark, right? That's what he said?
Yeah. Yep.
Pretty dark down there. And these things are torches, you said?
Yeah, they're torches.
Can I just like take one off the wall?
Yeah, and that would be just using because you have coat of arms, so you could literally just have an arm come out to hold that in addition to your other arms, which isn't using an item. Yeah. So you just have to roll for what's your coat of arms rating?
It's 5, I think.
Yeah. So you just got to do the roll for it.
Yeah, if it's base, then it's just 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you try to grab it with your coat of arms, and it just, like your arm malfunctions. It comes out and kind of looks at you. It does one of those like hand puppet dogs, and just like turns its head like it's like I'm not gonna do that, and then it jumps back into your where you keep the mystical dimension where all your arms stay.
I can help. I will use my gizmo, which is a mechanical arm with an arcade claw. It has one use after this. I will reach up and grab a torch and give it to Professor Bubbles.
There we are. I forgot about your budget with your shoulder arm. I was going to remind everybody that you have that. And what was the thing you created for yourself?
I don't think I did create anything for myself. I created like a helmet thing for O'Malley.
And I want to bring that up. So, Zach, your character is hearing him go, lots of bleeps and bloops. He keeps saying that because he has the helmet on and he can't really interpret it because he's an ink monster and doesn't understand it. And then yeah, you just hear him go. You just hear him go like, ill, kill, ill, kill, ill, like in that way. And let's roll for this. You hear another. You hear now. I'm cold. I need help.
Mr. Bubbles, do you have a blanket or something? Or a nice jacket?
Oh wait, I rolled singles. Alright, so that
Mr. O'Malley's body is very cold. Inky doesn't know what that means, though.
What? How do you know this?
Oh, Mr. O'Malley told me.
You mean
Nothing,
he's alive in there?
Yes, he's alive. That's this whole purpose of, well, possession.
I would think that Professor Bubbles would think of this as an opportunity to study him and to make some sort of money. I don't know how callous you're playing Professor Bubbles, but I would have thought that would be the way you would interpret that. But from the way you've been playing him,
Well, maybe not like right in this moment, but I would probably try to use something to just scan him and see what information I could get real quick.
And then while you guys are contemplating these magical thoughts, you hear more screaming from your comrade, and Zach, you hear return, and Sean, you hear a really deep, ominous kill.
Like, when you say return, who said return?
I mean, you got so many people talking to you. It might be hard to tell. No, you know it's not Inky, and you know it's not O'Malley. It's a different tone and a different voice.
I'd look around real quick.
Nothing really there at the moment.
Is there any way to tell where that ominous kill came from?
It 100%. 100% came
Where'd it come from?
This direction.
Over there.
It's further down. Both things, the scream and the return.
So I'll stop like halfway getting my computer ready to start scanning O'Malley. Says, I guess we should deal with that. Considering that's also where Bugs is.
Oh, okay. Don't worry, O'Malley. We will make you warm very, very soon.
Yep, you hear no response to that.
Yes, he's sleepy.
Are you...
Why does it sound like you're talking about like euthanasia here? Like, we're gonna make you warm very soon. Don't worry.
Are you gonna start to venture up the passageway, or is that?
Yes, I will boing it that way.
Okay.
Boing, 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 boing.
Okay. This is kind of cool. The viewers at home get to see the danger before. No, I mean the place you're going. No, I'm kidding. So, as you boing, so you guys go further up. You don't really know if you're halfway or further up, You've been going for a little bit. You haven't heard any additional noises. Everything's going pretty well. Do you continue to proceed? Again, it just looks like a big hallway, and I'm going to show you what that looks like.
I will try to identify dangerous things while I boing.
Okay, go for it.
I would also like to be on the lookout for stuff.
Okay.
I do not. I am boinging too hard.
So you guys, just so you know, you're about here at the moment. I mean, you don't know there's more left, but this is where we're at.
Okay. Should I also roll for
Yeah, you can absolutely
identify dangerous thing? That was almost a D5. I pass.
Okay. So you do feel like you are hearing not the same level of the sounds, but there's definitely those sounds coming from the direction that you're moving towards. So you guys are moving, of course, this way. You do think the sounds are coming from potentially down the way. So you're thinking. Oops, you're thinking that they probably are that far away from you at the moment.
Be on your guard, Fettuccine. We're gonna have company soon.
Oh, is it good company or bad company?
I was gonna kind of glare at him, like he should know what the hell I mean.
My googly eyes are staring in different directions.
Yeah, it's 100%. It's like, take me seriously, and when he looks at you, it's just floppy googly eyes. So it's not at all serious, nor is
with
it
a weird pasta mustache.
Yeah.
That's somehow part of my body.
Yeah, we haven't really figured that out.
It's pasta, don't worry. It's a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Alright. Well, now you
I'm just gonna sigh.
I would do the same thing too.
So I will boing it carefully.
Sure.
As I boing forward carefully. I guess that means I will be stealthy?
Are you going to try to be stealth? Because that's an ability.
Yep. I'm going to suck at it, but I'll try.
Alright, go for it.
What about you, Mr. Bubbles? What are you doing?
How are you approaching as you move?
I would also like to sneak and hang back and let them try to kill the pasta first.
Okay.
Oh my god, I made it!
Okay, so out of the sheer
success.
Yeah, so
oh my god.
So what were you rolling to do? Just stay behind him?
Well, I was also gonna sneak.
Okay. So you guys, that's crazy. You guys 100.
Bubbles is the knight.
I don't know how to do this now. Okay, wait. I didn't expect you guys to do that. So
you didn't expect us to succeed?
No, not at all.
You mean in life or just general?
Okay. So what you guys come upon?
As I boing carefully.
Sorry, just drawing it. Okay, so you come upon a room, and you get to get the layout of the room, and you're not detected, which is amazing to me. And just gotta draw one thing here.
Boing, boing, boing. Becomes boing.
Yeah, because the sneaking actually gives you actual. All right, so yeah, what you basically see. All right, so you come upon a room. You 100, and then this has got to be in this corner here. All right, I'll explain what you guys are seeing. So you see, this is equipment, like machinery. Things that look like machinery. This is a tank. This is tubing. That's a television monitor. That's some sort of electrical box. That person on this strap table is Bugs. He looks extremely, extremely beat up. Not in good shape at all. It looks like possibly some sort of experiment or science thing is happening. There is a table which I forgot to draw. This table does have some instrumentation on it. And then the only other thing in the room is a chair and what looks like a small video camera pointed at the chair. So what would you guys like to do?
Is there anything floating in the tank? Like what? Can we tell? Is it glass or like a metal tank?
It's pretty dark. The only light that you really see, think of it like a stage light. It's literally on Bugs and the area where the chair and the camera are. So that's where the majority of the light in the room is. So like here. The only reason you can make out the other stuff is because you guys are getting a second to look at the room.
Is there anybody else in the room other than Bugs?
At the current moment, no. There is nobody else in the room. Just Bugs. And like I said, he looks very out of it. And actually, let's give him a shot. Nope.
Mr. Bubbles, this is your expertise. Yes?
I don't like the implication that I would experiment on a fellow Toon this way.
I mean, the science.
I was going to say, are you trying to say this is a murder dungeon?
I do not know what he has done with my building.
You've been in there.
I have not seen.
I was going to say, you work there too,
Work in the
which I forgot.
I have not seen the basement of my building.
Is there even a basement?
I
don't think I've even seen the basement.
That's true. You have not seen the basement of your own building. The only thing that you know that exists in your building is labs are on 2 floors. You have a prospector as a doorman, and you have a cafeteria, which he works in. That's about it.
You know, it's fine. It's just science. It's all science. It's, science. Go science and save Mr. Bear.
Go science and save Mr. Bear.
I'm glaring at him again. We're pretty much trying to completely simplify science to it's all science. Just go science.
Go science!
happy with
Go!
this.
Go conquer science now! Science me. I like how you sometimes are Italian, and then you're also like sometimes Russian.
Is influence of Mr. Bear there?
What is happening?
I don't know.
He's also me bad at accents. Yes.
That's true.
However, it's okay because we are in the 60s. Yes. Ish.
Yes.
Yes. So many racist cartoons.
Actually, there is something you have not asked about the human world because you haven't spent that much time and it's nighttime. But you are in an older time in Toontown. Yes, the human world may not be the same time period.
Yes, many racist cartoons. It's okay. They all have bad words and bad ways of speaking, like Haji from Johnny Quest. Yes, poor Haji.
Oh my god! All right. So on that note, what are you guys doing? Because you're not detected. You're sneaking right now.
I would like to identify dangerous thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Bugs awake?
No. He looks very like unconscious.
Do I pass? I pass. Identify dangerous thing.
The whole room. I mean, like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. You probably.
Is there anything more dangerous than any other one thing here?
You're probably convinced that the vat of stuff is a little bit more dangerous, or that it is dangerous chemicals. Okay. You hear the word return again. It's coming from the vat.
Is that what you come from?
And O'Malley or Inky goes, "It family."
Oh, that is family.
And you just hear again ominous kill, one voice. Then you hear O'Malley just go like,
Oh,
kill.
family.
And he motions at the tank like, kill.
All right. Well, while they're having that conversation, I'm gonna.
And then also while that is happening, you see Bugsy's eyes open up, but he does not say anything. He does not look like he, you know. Do you examine Bugsy further?
I'm gonna start heading into the room, trying to stay somewhat stealthy, or at least away from like that one light you were talking about.
Okay.
And make my way towards Bugsy.
I'm going to boing by the entrance.
Alright, you guys have to both roll your being sneaky again. Because you're actively trying to be sneaky.
No!
No.
Okay, so in very cartoon fashion, you're like, I'm not going to step in the light. I'm not going to step in the light. Bang! like you literally, you try to rev yourself up. You try to be like, I'm not going to do it. And you literally just step. He boings directly onto the chair. You guys are in the light at that moment. Bars come down. So the room is in fact now sealed. You notice Bugsy, you notice a fan noise, like a compressor, almost like something that's doing suction, has turned on. And then the TV that was once not on is now on. And he goes,
Is it Professor Feline?
And you hear, lights, camera, action. And you see Professor Feline with his hands extended, perceivably looking at you through the TV. I'll give you a response.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes and say, so dramatic.
I boing quietly.
He goes, gentlemen, you found one of my studios, if you will.
I'm man?
What? At that,
I have a very low smarts.
oh my god! At that moment, Inky just goes, "Papa!"
Yes, that is Papa. Yes.
And you just see him like pointing at the TV, going, "Kill, kill," and he goes, "Papa raised me."
I like how Inky's now getting an accent.
Yeah. Again, you just hear "kill," but in a very bad Italian accent.
Yes, Papa do many things. Papa has friend, and Papa has hurt my friend. Though. But we figured that out later.
You notice that Bugsy's eyes. So two things. You notice that this tube is now turning black.
Ah, that is not good.
This is turning black.
Could I attempt something as I see this?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like to stretch my way around the tube and, like, compress it.
Okay, so You're gonna just use your stretchiness.
Yep.
Okay.
Yay! I do.
Okay, so actually, this is gonna be a challenge.
Oh no!
All right, you still win.
Yay!
Yeah, you just have to roll higher. It's challenges are just we have to roll higher. It's not about your ability anymore. Okay, cool. So you do manage to stop the liquid. Again, you have to apply pressure to it, but you can stop it. And let's see if that gives a moment for this. Oh no. So it still looks like Bugs is in a coma. But his eyes still look regular. From your vantage point now that you can see him. And Professor Feline goes, trying to stop the show.
Which way was the black stuff flowing? Like into Bugsy or from Bugsy?
It was going from the tank to down the tube into the tubes above Bug. You now realize, like from your vantage point now, the tubes are 100% in him.
Right.
Like he surgically put the tubes into him.
Okay. Pretty much, I was trying to figure out if he was like being drained or pumped full of stuff. So.
Pumped full. It's definitely obvious that he was being pumped.
Okay, that's no bueno.
I
mean, nothing would have been good, but
yeah. And let me do one more roll for this. Wow. You notice that the fluid itself is rumbling.
Inky, can you tell your brothers and sisters and cousins and many, many peoples to be calm, and we will find them many things to eat, who are not us or our friend. Please?
And O'Malley just points to you, like making a motion, like, just give me a second. Like, it's going to be all right. And he just goes, Mama? No eat. And again, you hear bad Italian accent. Just, no kid. Let's see. All right, so Inky's gonna have to. Zach, you just hear a big no. And yeah, you, Sean, you just hear kill. And at that moment, there is now.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Well, Sean is here.
Yes, I am right around too. I am safe.
and then Linguini's over here. So yeah, there's a giant. Basically, remember the season finale of Stranger Things?
Oh boy.
That thing made out of ink.
Eesh. I wasn't exactly expecting Lovecraftian horror here.
While we're at it, why don't you roll me 2d6 there, Luigi?
Oh, yeah.
You rolled a 9?
No, I rolled an 8.
Okay.
I suck.
Alright. So the force of the liquid is too powerful, and you fly off. I'm gonna give you. I'll give you a roll. Tell me what you want to do. I'll give you an ability to use a skill to maybe not completely, because you lost the contest. You lost the straight contest.
Yeah.
But
yes. I would like to. I see the things coming for me. Yes. I would like to either swim through the air or dodge through the air, okay, in order to not eat ass at the face.
What? Where are you trying to dodge to?
Away from the grabby hands.
So with the pointer, tell me in the room where you're trying to go. Like, do you have a thought where you want to go? Because you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to dodge.
There. to
that closer to the monster.
No, closer to Bugsy.
Well, then you're gonna want to. I would think you'd want to dodge, because basically think of this
Yeah,
like.
how about that?
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably want to dodge like closer to the TV.
Yes.
Okay. Roll dodge.
No.
Just no.
Sorry. Alright. So you dodge. Instead of dodging there, you dodge over here. So the force
Yes,
pushes...
I swim through air and I do breaststroke instead of freestyle.
Oh god. Alright. Oh shit. Alright. You're gonna land in front of the monster.
Hello, Mama.
Just call it Mama.
I should also...
It is. Oh yes, it is Inky's mom.
I should also point out that Inky's over here. Okay. What are you gonna do, Sean? You'll get a reaction.
So I see this thing's just like...
It's closing in on you because it only knew about you. Although the dodge was miraculously failed, he just now has showed up.
Would like to try to vault over the table and get on this side if possible.
Okay.
Just away from the thing.
So you're just doing a dodge.
Just do dodge.
Yeah, because it's not a contest.
2d6. I think that's a pass. Yeah, my dodge is a 6, so I pass. I rolled a 4. I'm over here now.
I'm moving. Alright, so you dodge successfully. Alright, he's going to use, let's see. So an arm, basically, since you've been hanging out with Luigi for so long, you're getting used to stretching powers. And an arm tries to come for you.
Okay.
But it does not make it. Roll me 2d6, Luigi.
Yes. Yes.
That's good. So the arm does not hit. The arm does not hit you.
Haha! Fuck you, Mama.
You're able to dodge.
Yes.
Alright, so... And Mama goes... You hear her say, be one with Mama. You hear Inky say, that's a Mama. And then, again, you just hear a very intimidating voice being like, kill. And Inky just go, you see him do kind of a puzzled look, but really awkwardly because he's still trying to work out controlling O'Malley. And going like, kill. So, Zach, what would you like to do?
Mama Inky, would you like to eat more than us? We can bring you to places you get fed.
You're gonna roll fast talk. You're trying to fast talk the monster.
Yeah. I am looking at fast talk. Am I any good at fast talk? Yeah.
I don't know.
Fast talk! I make fast talk! Oh my mamma mia, I make the fast talk!
In between the fast talk, Professor Feline goes, the show's getting good. Acrobatics, dancing, and death. And then Luigi's like, do you want to kill more people? And Mama's like, yes.
Do not kill us and we take you to Toony. You know, where...
So I just hear his side of the conversation.
Correct. All you
And he's
hear.
saying, we're going to bring you to Toontown to kill people.
Not to
Correct.
kill people, but we feed you there.
But I'm pretty sure I know what feeding means for this thing.
Right. Even though you only hear half of the conversation, it is a very specific conversation, so it doesn't sound good. Correct.
I want to feed everybody.
I have half the mind to, stop Luigi over there.
That's perfectly fine. I mean, and Professor Feedlight goes, "Didn't see that one coming," and that's all he says. That's on the TV. He just keeps reacting to what's happening in a very sneering, evil voice. But in a way, he's not totally mad at Luigi because he's causing some of the mayhem he wanted.
Yes, I bring you to my food bank. We give you much, much food, and you feed.
Mama go, I like this plan. And again, now Mama's talking Italian as well.
Yes. Little Inky can tell you much about how good friend I am.
And then Inky is just doing awkward, weird clapping because he's happy that his mother, but it's like not completely connecting because he can't completely do anything. So yeah. Let me make one more roll. Oh God.
What? Well, you rolled 2d8s.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did.
Then you rolled a 13 on.
That's still bad. At that moment,
Oh, that looks bad.
so Bugsy just rips off his manacles off of the table. His eyes are completely black. You see veins connecting out of his eyes into his head. Oh jeez. He rips the tubing out, which is leaking black pus and ink. And he is running at Luigi.
Oh no! This is bad a situation.
Oh man.
So can you roll me 2d6, sir?
Yes.
A punch comes your way, but you are able to get out of the way.
Yes. Luigi Fettuccine bends like a fettuccine.
What would you like to do, sir?
Mama, tell him to stop!
Don't work. So that was your action. So roll me 2d6.
Yes, please. Yeah? I suck. I say that as I get hit in the face by angry cameraman.
Yeah, you do. You get hit by one of the gloves. You get hit really hard.
Yes, I assume I fly a little bit.
You do. How many hit points do you have currently?
I have 9.
Okay. Take 2 hit points off for the punch.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. And then he's gonna roll. Let's see if Mama. She's gonna make an attempt. Oops. Alright, so she has him restrained right now. Bound. Inky's gonna try to punch him. He's bound. Alright, so the punch goes through okay. Wait, no, not 2d4. Okay, 1 off that. Professor Bubbles, what would you like to do now that I gave actions to everybody?
So, just trying to understand what the hell just happened. So Bugsy punched
So
Luigi,
Bugsy
and then
hit,
Luigi.
So
Like
now,
screamed at the mom, and now the mom's restraining Bugsy.
so Luigi's over here. He hit the
Huh.
wall. Bugsy, who was over here, is now stuck in the mom's hand. And then Inky, whoops. God damn it. And then Inky's now standing over here because he punched him. That is where everybody is currently positioned.
I am very confused.
And again,
Like, as a character, I just don't know what the hell is happening.
well, yeah,
now.
because you're not hearing anything. You're just hearing like
Kill over and over.
Yeah, you're just hearing the word "kill" being used in different tones, and you're hearing him yell, "Mama, stop him!" The only thing that you know is that Bugsy's eyes are completely black, and like I said, you see veins like the black is like infecting him, and there's like black pus/ink spillage coming out of the open wounds on his back where the tubes were because they broke.
I'm just gonna look at the TV monitor and pretty much scream like, "What could you possibly gain from this, you fiendish cat?"
At that moment, you notice that Professor Feline was eating popcorn the entire time, and he was actually watching everything that was happening as if it was a really entertaining movie. At that moment, he throws the popcorn in the air because you've noticed him, and he goes, "Why, to make chaos and fun, and create the world in a better image than it was. You can understand, as another professor to another, how to invent is the thrill of life."
For one should invent to better society, not throw it into chaos.
Ah, that's only one's perspective.
It is the only perspective.
Well, you're a smart man. You'll probably make it out of this room. Or you'll become one of my new toys.
I don't know how to respond to that.
But, you know, this chit-chat, so many things, so many places, so many things to change in the world. Gotta go. And the TV pops out.
I'm just gonna let out a final, like, curse you. Just like all.
Yeah, very dramatic.
Yep.
Some lightning sounds when you do that. You also notice like a camera angle looks like obscure or tilted.
So, is there some way, like, do I still have action, or?
Yeah, no, it's still your action. I mean, that all happened, but you still get an action because I was just talking. And it's sort of what happened while this was all kind of unfolding a little bit.
Yes. So I guess since he just pieced out, can I have, like, I don't know, if, like, would it be good to use one of my uses of Gizmo to, like, have some sort of scanner or something to just to try to make sense of whatever the hell this whole black inky shit is?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I would like to do that.
All right, cool. So you use the gizmo. You pull out, you know, the scanner 5000. It's very big, weird. It's got a lot of different displays on it. Has what looks like a vacuum cleaner nozzle, but it also has some mechanical arms on it. And just a lot of work happens. And you're getting a lot of blips and blabs and different readings. And what you pick up from it is that the ink is essentially a mixture of... so there is Toon DNA in it. There's also a unidentifiable chemical that you feel it's almost like it's Toon-like, but you know, like similar to in science fiction movies, like when we say, you know, humans only have this many chromosomes, and like there's one less or one more. It's that same kind of idea. So it's a DNA substance or material, but it's like one shot off from what Toon DNA should be. That it's mixed with the Toon DNA, but you've noticed in this scan that it's bonded somehow. Not well, it seems somewhat unstable, almost like there needs to be another agent that hasn't been figured out yet. Or like Toons are maybe not the best host for that chemical or DNA.
So, okay.
So it's a living organism that basically has been fused with Toon DNA.
Trying to come up with like some clever, like something like make an exclamation just to nobody in particular that fiendish feline has been messing with this very storyboard of Toons or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was going to say, or the very...
That's actually really cool.
I was good. Mine would have been, if I modified it a little bit, I would have said maybe the ink that created us.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah.
I was trying to like think like Toon.
Yeah, but that was good. The storyboards of our creation. Yeah, that's fine. Because if you think of Toons as being cartoons, they would be made in storyboards. You know. Or I guess if they have a Toon god, you could even say, you know, from the trying to recreate the creator's paintbrush or ink pen or pencil.
Oh, that's my next character then, Toon Priest.
Oh, dear God. Yeah. So about that moment, let's do another test for these guys. All right. So. So yeah, that he's breaking out. And he's gonna punch Inky.
Oh no! No, not Inky.
Inky dodges. And let's just do one thing. All right, cool. So he dodges. O'Malley's legs look like they might have gotten twisted though, so it wasn't a completely successful dodge.
Inky will make him walk.
Pretty sure O'Malley was already on like the brink of death before Inky possessed him.
And let's do one more thing. Nope. All right, cool. You're not hearing him talk anymore. You're not sure if O'Malley's in a coma now, for real. It's possible. So
it's a thing. We'll figure it out later.
What do you want to do, my friend Zach? You're up.
What is Mr. Bearman saying?
Nothing. He tried to attack the nearest thing in front of him, which was Inky.
I would like to make a blindfold. I would like to be a blindfolded around Mr. Bearman.
All right, roll your stick for. Is this? No, this is his
shape changing.
Yeah, this is shape changing. You're trying to turn into a blindfold.
I do.
All right, so you're now blinding Bear. Oh God. All right. Now let's see if. All right,
this is just so confusing.
It is. All right. Roll me 2d6, Zach.
Oh, I don't want to.
All right, that's good. Ties are good. All right, so Mama tries to take a swing at Bear, misses, almost hits you, but misses you as well. Sean, you're up.
Did my the scan give any kind of like indication of something that might like
wait,
this is counterattack?
I was gonna say this is a gizmo too. You do get the mechanism for the door. I should have actually put this out. And you laugh when you see this because it is pretty obvious. I mentioned at the beginning of this that there's an electrical box at the side of the wall.
Uh-huh.
The wiring definitely does go to that electrical box.
Did the scan give any kind of info about like how to nullify these ink things?
No, because although your gizmo does give you all of this knowledge, it's an unidentifiable substance.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, it's not like I said. You know it's living. You know it has a consciousness. You know that it's, again, for lack of a better term, alien DNA that's been fused with
Yeah.
cheese.
Okay. Huh.
And like I said, you also know that it's unstable. Actually, okay, so the one thing I should give you, with it being unstable, you... so yeah, you would know this from that, because you're using a gizmo. You would know that, due to the fact that it's unstable, you do think that an electrical surge or shock may drive the organism out. Or put stress on that connection.
Well, I guess with that info, I'm gonna head over to the electrical box.
Yeah.
Professor Bubbles, do something! I imagine I'm just being whipped around
All right.
as the bear fights everything.
So what? Yeah. What is the? What are you gonna do to the electrical box? Because walking there is a free action.
So opening it up, like, what does it look like inside? What kind of wires? Other than just like open door, I guess you said.
Yeah. So whoops. So the inside of the panel. Why am I not drawing? Why are you not letting me draw? Stupid thing. Alright, for some reason it's not letting me draw at all. So the inside of the panel, the way it looks, you see what looks like, you do see fuses. There are 3 what looks like fuses. There are wires connecting those fuses, but you notice there are bunches of 3 wires connecting each fuse. So it's not just one wire running through like it's one circuit. There does look like there are so in total, if there's a fuse tube, on each side of it there are 3 wires coming out to the next one, another tube, 3 wires coming out on each side to the next one, another tube.
Okay. Well, since I do want to stop this thing, I guess like use what, like set disarm trap maybe to like try to
Okay.
finagle the wiring.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess just roll.
Yeah. Yep. Disarm trap.
And I missed it by 1. My set disarm is at 7.
So you cut a bunch of wires. You hear something that sounds like an even larger, like more of a lockdown, like another mechanism tripped. And now
Great.
there's just electricity flying out of the panel. There's arcing electricity because some of the wires are now cut, but there's still power going through them. At that moment, let's do roll me 2d6 there, shape-changing blindfold.
I suck!
Oh, can I not roll anymore? Somebody roll me 2d6 because I can't use the thing anymore.
I rolled a 5 again!
You're fine. Ties are good. All right, so tie. Damn it. All right, did my mouse just like? Hold on one sec. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just getting my mouse to reconnect to my computer because apparently.
You know, I'm just trying to feed the Eldritch Abomination so it doesn't kill everybody. But I can't do that until I get back home with the Eldritch Abomination.
Again, I just wanted on the record that your plan is to kill millions of people.
No, my plan is to feed it so it doesn't kill millions of people. If there happen to be a few casualties along the way, then I'm really sorry.
Alright, so, what am I rolling for? Blindfold.
Because I can eventually feed this thing food.
Alright, blindfold.
You know, as long as it's Toon food.
Oh, that's not good. Alright. Inky just got hit. So Inky is gonna go this way. into bars. And Inky's gonna take this damage from the punch and this damage from the bars. Oh shit. So he's okay. Inky not well. O'Malley / Inky not good. O'Malley is
really bad.
yeah, he's actually. Oh damn. So Inky, Inky's like body not good, but no good. Leg no work. A brain might not work. And again, you hear just like you see him motioning and pattering like kill. He's just pointing his leg like kill, not go kill. Kill. And then let's do Mama. Oh shit. Alright. Now bear free. Mama did not make it. So let's do Alright, well now is going to be Sean's turn. What are you doing now, sir? So at this moment, giant big monster lost grip of bear. Bear now looks like it's trying to look through hear things in the room because it's got pasta around its head. And you just watched Inky / O'Malley go flying into a metal door and just looks very bad. Looks like things are not going well.
Okay. And so with whatever I did with the electrical box, it's just sparking all over the place?
Yeah. It's
Is that
just,
what okay.
yeah, it's arcing electricity. You are not getting hurt by it, but it does not look good. And like I said, you heard something that looked like it locked the door, like a more secure lock.
I feel like this is not going to end well, but I'm thinking maybe using another gizmo to just fire hose spray everybody while touching the box so it's all electrical water.
Sure.
I don't know what else to do.
Alrighty. Got it.
Yeah, might as well just kill everybody.
Before that happens, you notice O'Malley's body convulse and vomit from the Exorcist movie. Just black ink just flies out of his body.
Oh, that's not good.
And just looks like he's throwing up and vomiting black ink. And Zach, you just hear wee, and you just hear kill.
But no, it's
yeah, it's like kill. And now there's a big giant puddle of black stuff. And let's roll 2d6. And O'Malley's like, legs.
Oh, hello, O'Malley.
His legs are. By the way, one of his legs is completely broken. That's about where he's at. And then, so I'll give you a moment. Do you want to redefine anything you're doing? Which again, it's Gizmo. So you literally with Gizmo, it really is. You tell me what you want to have happen. Like Gizmo is like an auto kind of thing. Like you can still do the water. That's fine. And you can focus it if you want.
Yeah.
Like, that can still happen. You could only, if you wanted to only attack here, like you can focus it in a way that doesn't hurt him.
Just spray it towards me, apparently.
Well, I mean, you're fucking on his.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like for whatever reason, Mama's listening to you, so she's not the biggest threat right now.
Yay!
Okay.
Welcome to the genocide.
Okay.
I said right now. I'm not gonna just let whatever happen.
Okay. So what's your plan?
So I would like to focus the stream onto, I guess, Bugsy, because
Okay.
If I can, like, maybe at the very least force him to exorcist vomit like O'Malley just did.
Okay. So I will give you a dodge.
Yes. Do I dodge? Yes.
All right. So you fly off of Bugsy. You use your gizmo. Water hits Bugsy. It knocks Bugsy. So I'm just gonna draw an arrow where he's going. It knocks Bugsy all the way to the corner of the room. And when he hits there, let's see. So damage from the water, damage from that. Oh, that's good. Didn't take that much damage, and in fact, he does start vomiting out black fluid. But unlike O'Malley, it doesn't turn into a entity. It just dissipates. About the moment that all happens, the power completely cuts off. And you do in fact see the gates. Yeah. Is there an eraser?
Yeah, you can just drag over and delete. That usually works. Or
That's fine. Yeah, so basically the door, long story short, door opens. That's what I'm trying to do. So the bars do open. You know. So yeah, so you've successfully cut the power to that. Door is opened as a failsafe. Bugsy has vomited up all the fluid. Does Bugsy regain consciousness? No. So he is vomiting, laying here now. Black thing. Mama just says, "We go eat now."
yes, I take you to place and then I make calls and then drink food.
What kind of calls are you making?
I have no clue. I have no clue.
I'm still completely disturbed that I'm only hearing half of the conversation.
Yes. Oh. O'Malley, you awake?
It's just the. Nope.
It's a lot of dice rolling.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
O'Malley, you asleep?
Nope. Nope. He's
He
falling
dead?
more and more into death.
O'Malley needs not to die.
Yeah, how you guys gonna carry two bodies back?
I have the grabby claw.
Okay, you might want to roll that because
It's a gizmo.
yeah, that's fine. So you're gonna use that to carry who?
I will carry the O'Malley. You have you have big arms, Mr. Fish.
Okay.
I have robot arms.
Yes.
Are there any kind of, like you said, there's like equipment and stuff on these tables? Anything look medical-ish that might be able to stabilize O'Malley? Or are we Toon and don't know anything? Yeah.
No, it's like
Okay.
things that make incisions and
Cool.
so there's like normal like medical tools, and then because you're Toons, there's also just like think about like a movie where we do a gag, like you start seeing the medical tools, and all of a sudden it's like a rubber chicken,
A giant mallet or something.
right? A giant mallet, like it's just stuff that doesn't make sense, and it's all on the table. So yeah. I mean, now, if you want to use Toon Smarts if you want to make a Smarts roll, you could do this. To believe that something on the table will save him. that is a real roll in this game.
As is a straight smarts roll.
Yeah, you would just do a Smarts roll, and then we'd play out what happens.
I don't have that much confidence. I'd rather not outright kill him.
Well, no, that's not how. This is
No.
this is the it's comedy. It's not. You won't kill him.
Hmm.
He may not have no leg, but he won't die.
I'll see what I can do. I guess.
Yeah.
Why not?
So remember, we're cartoon characters, so there's a little bit of
Yeah.
comedy to this.
Nope.
Yeah. So you hold up a rubber ducky and just go, look into the rubber ducky. And O'Malley goes, I'm bleeding. Consciousness. And he faints.
Well, I tried.
Yes.
All right. So who's gonna carry? So you're carrying O'Malley with your
With my RoboClaw.
your RoboClaw, and then what do we do? What are you doing about Bugsy? How we?
I mean, I guess just trying to carry him.
Okay.
I mean, the robot thing anyway.
Yeah, that's fine. So you're carrying him in your robot. Very like dramatic, like action movie, and birds start to fly, like oh, my fallen son, like that kind of thing.
There's a random John Woo-esque dove flying somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere in there. So you guys are emerging out of the castle. You're walking through. You have a giant ink monster following you.
And we have a little ink monster following us.
Yep. You then make it to the corridor. Go down the drawbridge. If you remember correctly, you walk down this wonderful path. You notice it's a lot less scarier now that you have the mother with
the
you.
Ink monster.
Doesn't seem as ominous as before. And you hear, again, Zach, you're hearing little voices that are like, "Oh, should we get him? Oh, mama." And you're just hearing other whispers of just kill, kill, kill. No, and then you're like kill, like that kind of stuff. Through the forest. And then
I would like to try, as we're walking and Mama may be distracted.
Yeah.
I would like to try and talk to the professor.
Okay.
Mr. Professor, do you have a number for the police?
You mean 911?
Yes. We need the police to help with Mama. I can feed her, the Toon food. I can't feed her the Toons, though.
Where do the police play into this?
They may need to hold the mom.
I am confused as to why you want to get the police involved.
Because otherwise, it's just a you and just a me and a Madly and a Bugsy. And do you think we can outrun the mama right now?
But you're controlling her.
I am not controlling her. I'm still along with lies.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Are you sure you have lies?
Okay.
The food you're going to give me is his name is Lie?
Yes! Yes! It is nice and acidic.
Oh my god.
And you just hear, kill? Kill, kill?
Yes! Nice and acidic. That's how that conversation goes out.
Alright, you guys keep talking. You're alright for right now.
Remind me, what was the portal like?
So the portal was remember, it was like an ink opening. So it was like a crevice. Like, very much, I said Stranger Things. It is kind of like the upside down. It's that, organic, meshy, kind of membrane type of opening, but then you just are having ink that's dripping down from it. So, think about, an opening that you see, drips of ink.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's leaking. Because everything in this world is basically made of ink. And remember, this world is black and white that you're in now. And as you walk down that path, you will then eventually, I was showing you guys that other map, which is where that opening was in the elevator shaft, if you remember. or in the
I'm
elevator.
just thinking, like, just, you know, close the portal before they come through. Just not deal with them. If they're stuck here, then yeah, they're stuck here. But if they're
Yes,
following us, I don't know how we would do that.
yes, and then, well, Mr. Kitty would still be able to talk to them.
Why the hell did you promise to feed that thing anyway?
So they wouldn't feed on us.
Both of you roll smarts.
Oh no. I made it! What the hell? And that's a
I
crit.
don't actually. Huh.
You feel like within Mama you hear a beeping sound.
Is it is it a good beeping or a bad beeping?
I'm not giving you that much. You just
Mama? Do you hear the beeping?
song in my head, yes.
A song in your head. Does your head ache now, Mama?
No, it just song.
Yes. What does song sound like?
Beep 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 beep.
What does that mean to me by crit success?
Oh, crit success? It sounds like numbers on a keypad being pushed,
Uh,
which you would know is potentially a detonator or a bomb.
Mr. Professor, if say someone has cell phone, no, not cell phone. We don't know what cell phones are, do we? If someone has
No.
radio,
Yeah, radio. That's good.
and they press certain keys on radio and could they make bomb go boom?
I'll
I
get,
don't
you don't
see
have
why
to,
not.
I was gonna say you don't have to roll for this. I know you're smarter than that.
So yeah, probably.
Yes, that's what I think. I think Mama is describing that right now. You know, in her head parts, she hears a song that goes beep 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 beep.
And I guess I recognize that as
Yeah. Well, you know it
as
as
like
a keypad, and I'll give you You also notice that it is a sound that you heard on a low tone when before the pumping happened in the tank.
So you think Mama's gonna explode? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that is what my you have big brain, yes? Big brain think this.
Big brain thinks this. Oh my god. Big brain think this. That's what we got, folks. Big brain think this.
I don't know what my big brain has to think right now. I mean,
All right. Well, because I'm not giving you enough. I am rushing you a little bit, but this is gonna happen. Yeah.
Oh,
oh God.
Yeah. That's in a challenge. That's a critical success. Cool. So, yeah, explosion happens. You notice now Mama has her ink arms now look like human arms, but they're giant.
What?
oh,
And
oh.
she seems to not be attacking you.
Oh,
You hear, "Sog, stop!"
wait. Does Professor Bubbles hear this also?
Nope.
Oh, the song stopped. Do you
Yeah,
miss song?
O'Malley, you just hear him say, kind of in a coma-like state, Song stop.
Oh, oh. Does that sound like O'Malley or does that sound like Kill?
No. It's out. You both hear song stop.
Oh, that's not good, I think.
So she now is sprouting human arms? Is that what you said?
Correct. Her ink arms have turned human.
Has that happened before?
Are you asking me that?
I'm kind of asking the pasta man since he's apparently can talk to this thing.
That's your
Mama,
Yeah.
have you ever had flesh arms before?
No.
Do you like the flesh arms, Mama?
Must eat flesh.
Yes. You eat flesh. You do. Please. Oh, okay. We are gonna continue walking this way. Little Inky, would you like to ride on my shoulder?
I like shoulders.
Yes, ride on my shoulder, little Inky.
Do you even have a shoulder?
I don't. He's got the arm. He's got the.
Yeah, I got the juncture between my arm and pasta body.
Okay, are you guys proceeding to go so that you would make it to the portal, the front of the portal at this point?
Yes. Professor Bubbles, do you do the brain things?
Brain things.
Yes. To do the things. You know what the things are, yes?
I don't know.
I just like
Do the brain things. Come on, brain it up. Brain things. It's the best adventure we've ever had. Brain
I have
things.
an intelligence of 4, okay?
Brain things.
I am below average.
Use the brain thing.
What is average supposed to be in this? Because I'm only at like 5. That's my highest stat. Like,
It's not. It doesn't work like that. He's playing his character. You're playing your character dumber than you really are supposed to be, but it's fine.
You know what? I have been emotionally, physically, and physically broken.
It's
I'm
fine.
allowed to be a little stupid.
No, it's fine. He honestly, because the way intelligence works in this game, intelligence isn't really like gauged in that way. It is and it isn't. But meaning you both should be. You are kind of similar in intelligence level. For him to be like that dumb, he would have to be like a 2, and he's not.
Okay.
You're not.
You know, it's just a character thing.
Yeah, it's just I was chalking it up to a character thing. I wasn't chalking it up to your intelligence. Because don't forget.
Yeah.
And the way that I would judge you two differently, he has like, well, I'm gonna call it emotional intelligence, and you have like smart
Everything else intelligence.
Yeah, like you have actual intelligence. He has emotional intelligence, like book learned intelligence.
Yes.
Whereas you're not good with people, he like emotionally. Hence why he was able to control the ink monster.
By lying. A lot.
Different types of intelligence. All right. Anyway, moving on. So you guys get to the portal. Are you doing anything? Are you setting up? Because you've been trying to like have this like we're gonna leave him here and close the portal. Like, are we going with that plan or?
Yeah, that's what my big. That's what my big thing.
Inky perched on your shoulder now. I don't know what you're
Yes,
doing.
I will take Inky. Mama can stay.
Okay.
That's not what I'm saying in character. That's what I'm saying out of character.
Okay.
Inky is my baby now.
So what? I'll give you both an action to start this plan. What is the plan? Or what are you gonna do?
Mama, look behind you. It
All right.
is fleshy flesh.
Then you're 100% trying to do fast talk. Please roll fast talk. Because that's what that is.
I failed. I think.
I
I think. Let me double check.
Okay. Yeah.
I fail.
Okay.
Mama, look behind you. It is fleshy flesh. My mistake. It is just your arms. They are big and fleshy.
You're weird.
Yes, I have been told many, many times that. Also, Mama, why is your voice so strong and deep.
I work out.
Mama, you are not working out before. Are you okay?
How big is this portal?
Where's my food? It was pretty big. It was Yeah, it was larger than you guys. And Inky goes, "Mama hungry. You better feed Mama."
Yes. Mama
I don't
is
understand
very
any of this, right?
No, none of it. None of this.
You're just hearing everything I'm saying, which is just so crazy.
And then, yeah, no, we're fine. All right, so what do you guys do now? Because that failed. The look behind you trick didn't work.
Yep.
Sean, you get an action as well. So I don't know what you want to do as a rebound to that.
I don't know. I was kind of hoping on her being distracted and just trying to close it as she was not there. But that's not happening.
We could just run for it.
Well, carrying bodies, sure.
Well, you do the closey close. And I don't know, you carry the bodies, and I guess I'll distract a little bit.
So I close and carry the bodies while you distract.
Well,
or just throw the bodies through and then try to close.
Remember, you have coat arms, so
Yeah, okay.
so you can do all those things. You have the ability to do that with your power.
Do you have a plot point left?
I banked 2.
We might need the automatic success on this one, bud.
That might be it. I mean, if you do that, then you just tell me how this happens. So, it might be a good idea, because...
Yeah, using a plot point.
Because with your track record...
Yeah.
Remember, this is Suda armor as a ghost all over again. This how many times critical fail? Twice in a row. Twice.
Yep.
Yeah, this is.
But yeah, okay, so. Guess.
You're gonna use it? You're gonna use a point?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a plot point.
Okay. So you literally just narrate to me what you're gonna do, how you're gonna do it.
So while somehow signaling to Linguini to get through the portal, I'm just gonna start walking, kind of like half running through it, and then I guess using the coat of arms. Can I still use that in conjunction with my last gizmo that I have?
Yeah, absolutely.
So using the gizmo is like, I guess, like some little taser thing, kind of thinking back electricity, ink, not good for the ink.
Gotcha. Okay.
And kind of use that like on the inky parts of the portal to see if that can like make it collapse and close in before Mama knows what's happening.
Okay. So yeah, it absolutely does start to close and collapse. Mama will get. Okay. And then so Mama, does that dramatic like no, and then the portal closes. And can you roll me a 2d6, Zach?
Little Linky, no.
Oh, that's bad. Inky starts to flip out and tighten himself around, I guess, whatever we'll call your neck.
Yes. Little Linky. It's okay.
You take 1 damage.
Little Linky, I am choking a little bit.
Can you even breathe?
Maybe.
Do you want to try to fast talk Inky to calm him down? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
No.
Let's see.
Little Linky, it's okay. Mama's just on the other side of the portal.
Roll 2d6 for me.
No, I suck.
Another damage.
Little Linky.
What do you want to do? I mean, you can try fast talk again.
Yes, I will try test talk and die at this. One more time.
How much HP do you have?
Apparently not the crit.
Okay.
It's okay, Little Linky.
All right, so then let's.
Mama is
Oh
fine.
wait, that's the wrong guy. So you see him. It looks like he's in a lot of pain. Like he's kind of not stabilizing well. You see like parts of him start to fold and bend and whatever. He's off of you. He's on the floor and he just looks weak and timid. I don't know what. Sean, do you want to do anything? I don't know if you want to put him in a test tube at this point. I
was tempted to just stab him with the taser, but yeah, I guess
you still have it. You still have the taser.
I would like to, before that happens, if I may.
Yeah.
I would like to do 2 points of damage to myself as I rip off part of my pasta and give it to Inky.
What the hell are you doing?
I don't know.
Feeding him.
I don't know what's happening. Oh my god! All right.
I am feeding him to keep him alive.
Okay. How much HP do you have left after you rip off a part of your own body?
3.
Oh my god. Alright, so Zach has ripped off a part of his pasta body. He's now giving it to Inky.
Inky.
I'm just gonna roll a d6. Alright.
I mean, I guess.
You notice Inky now. He's still the consistency of ink, but now looks like pasta.
What?
Yes, Inky. My child, Inky. Don't worry, I'll make sure you grow up big and strong and well fed.
And basically, he looks like a really, basically think of a melted version of Zach's character.
Okay.
He just looks like he's perpetually melting. And he goes, I feed the world. Like it's just like a really bad copy of Zach.
Do I understand him now?
Yes, you do. Now you actually understand him. Now you actually understand what he's saying, but it just sounds like it sounds like a broken robot.
Don't worry, Inky. I save you. I save you. I try to hug the Inky.
It's like hugging soup.
Oh, Inky, I will fix you one day.
While he's having a moment, can I look over either both Bugsy and O'Malley, just kind of to see if there's any remnants of the ink on them, just to kind of collect for samples?
Yeah, but out of Bugsy's wounds on his back, you can pull little samples of the ink. There really isn't any on O'Malley anymore. Okay.
Yeah, really just something to maybe analyze later in the lab.
Yep. Yeah, you can, but it's off of those wounds because there's still a mixture of things. There is actually still liquid there. It's still leaking. You try to get the best sample you can, and we can talk more about the sample, or if you want to try different things with the sample and your lab. But so you guys get out of the portal. You walk. You're going through the tunnels and everything. Because remember, it was the YMCA. It was the pool that you went down to. You get back up to the main floor. You step outside. You look at each other, victorious. It's all over. Thank God. We made it. And you hear, freeze!
There it is. I was waiting for the foot to drop.
And it is literally a bunch of human police officers with human cars pointing guns and lights at you. And at this moment, you realize it is not the 60s.
What is it?
It is 2020. You are in modern day.
Shouldn't they all be in quarantine then?
Not that modern day.
Inky, my child, do you see what is happening around you?
And yes,
this is the oppressors of our people.
I was going to say, you do lose your Italian accent because you're back in the human world. And Inky goes, Dad, why? Because he's just...
I don't know, son. I don't know.
And you just hear a few of the police officers go, what the fuck?
But do real guns even work on us?
Tune in next week. I was going to say, tune in next week and you'll find out. Because we're going to end it there. So I'm going to award both of you 10 points. Yeah, so you're going to get 10 points for this session. And Zach, you can write on your character sheet that you have a companion now, which is an abomination of God. I don't know what you want to write, but you can detail what that is. And obviously in your equipment, and this equipment will not count as a slot, but you have a sample of the ink.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
So,
I wrote Inky, my son, an abomination of demon ink.
yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It went. This is really that went a lot.
You allow me to play a cartoon, things are gonna get weird.
Yeah, it's true. And there's a lot of places we went. I want to congratulate my players because there was a lot of innovative ideas when they went into
Just
their
straight up lying about, oh, I'll feed you multiple people. Yeah, no problem. Here we go.
Yeah, I will say as a DM, a lot of the inspiration for this adventure has come from, well, actually, there's a really weird horror game that a lot of this is coming from.
Oh, is that the one where like everything's meat?
No, it has to. It actually has to do with ink. It's a cartoon. It's basically a cartoon studio, but it ends up being that he really like goes to a different dimension and finds the cartoon characters and their demons and stuff. But yeah, in fact, I think the game is called Ink. Yeah, it's a horror game on PC. But anyway, that is a big inspiration. Obviously, Who Framed Roger Rabbit is a big inspiration. But yeah, I thank you guys for a wild ride. I thank my players for interesting choices. We will tune in next week, have another installment. So as we left it, our intrepid band of explorers, 2 of which are unconscious, two of which are still alive, and 1 of which now has an abomination of God's son, are going to now take a little dive in the human world, because we haven't really looked at the human world. We've had O'Malley in Toontown for a while, so that's where we're going to leave it. And they're going to see what happens and where our plot goes. Of course, our villain is still at large. The death trap did not work because of Zach's razor-like, razor-sharp smarts, and Professor Bubbles' crafty intuition and inventions.
So just stun gunning everything.
Yeah, well, it's good solid science.
You know what? We're just like Rincewind.
Yeah, it is. That is
in that we run away, and most solutions to everything is just a brick in a sock.
Pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. As always, we'll be back next week. We'll have another installment of Toontown. Then we will take another stroll back to Red Markets, where we successfully survived that, which I still don't know how we did that. But
you built your character for something. I let you do the thing.
Pretty much it. But yeah.
And also you had a doggy.
Which I sacrificed.
Yes.
That's fine.
I'm way too proud about that.
That's all my character has. But it's close. I'm being closer to becoming a warlord, which is the most important part of my life. So yeah, we'll get back to Red Markets, and then we'll take a stroll and have a little bit of a discussion. But thank you guys for watching again. I want to say thank you to Zach and Sean. And at this moment, as always, please, if you like what you saw, think about subscribing, following the channel. If you want to see more of our RPG, if you want to see our last session of Red Markets, if you want to see our State of Geek, you can check out YouTube under Modern Geek Gaming. That's where I'm going to be archiving this stuff, and we'll have some original content. I also want to do a big shout out that hopefully, maybe within a week or 2, we might physically be in the room together, because I am actually getting further along with our studio. The studio will be hopefully up and running, and we can do a little bit of varying play, and maybe instead of doing the talk show, or maybe instead of doing certain things, we'll do our RPGs in person, but we'll also start doing some board game reviews or other stuff. So look forward to some really cool content. Again, I'm probably going to do a lot of that content on YouTube, so that's going to be a place to check it out as well. But for the beginning, I'll probably do them on both, just so everybody gets the content. But and as always, do you guys have anything else to add at the end?
Thank you for putting up with the insanity you let me get up to.
Yes.
And also, goodbye, Jeff.
That's right. The fabled Jeff. We hope you're enjoying, and I hope you are watching. We had somebody watch us this entire time, so I'm going to say a big thank you to you for hanging in there and hopefully enjoying our campaign. And I hope that we see you as a follower if you're not already following. And like I said, if you're coming back and watching us after we were live, consider following so you know when we're live. We try to do these sessions on Thursday night around 9. We've been landing the plane at 8:30, 9 o'clock. Some of our schedules are a little bit crazy, so I think 9:30 is a more realistic for us to start, but we'll see how it goes. And as always, please check out the links below. Another way to support the channel is by going to my Patreon, which I'm hoping within the next 2 days I will have the first installment of True Crimes Toontown Edition up on the Patreon, which is the comic strip that is really inspired out of our adventure. It might not be exact panel to panel, but it will be what we're playing. Although
It may not be big brain things, but it will be good.
I have drawn most of what we've played, or I have notes for all of it, so it's pretty awesome. It will be a more adult comic, but there's a couple of other comics there too. If you want to check out the Patreon, it's a great way, a little bit a month, and you can get access to that. I will be having other artwork and stuff up there. My website is also another place where you can check out my services as an artist and as a commissioned painter. So you can check that out and hire me for those. All that money goes back into the channel, so the way I'm able to do the studio and the equipment and things I need is through that. So if you check it out, that'd be great. You could also check out Facebook and other ways to support. And as always, I'm going to say a big goodbye. As always, Zach and Sean, thank you.
Yay!
And as always, please stay safe, wash your hands, and respect all the folks on this planet, because if we don't band together and figure all this stuff out, God only knows what the next thing in 2020 is going to do. Because if we lose some more people or bad things happen, it's not good for anybody, and that's how we're going to work together. So please respect everybody no matter where they come from and who they are. And we'll see you at the next video. Thank you all, and goodbye.